This is Todd Strange from the band I Am, and you are watching CMS TV. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, sir.
Chris, how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am fantastic. You know why?
Why?
Because there's no kings now in this country.
Wait a minute. So the rallies worked.
The rallies worked.
Stopped all the kings.
Stopped every king that we had here.
That's fantastic.
It was an unbelievable weekend. I mean, I couldn't believe that a few, 2-3 people that showed up to some of these local events actually did a really great job and convinced Donald Trump, the king, to walk away.
They kept all the kings away so Donald Trump could lead. I appreciate it. Even the president appreciated it.
Well, that's the thing, is that now it's not the king, it's President Trump. So we're good.
Right. That's right.
Look what he said.
He thanked them.
A huge thank you to all the No Kings protesters yesterday. Very concerned. A king was trying to take my place, but thanks to all your tireless efforts, I am still your president. Great job, all. Way to go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. President.
And thank you to everybody that showed up. It was really a great event for so many. And
that's right.
They accomplished nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Zero. But it is funny now to watch the aftermath and the videos that have surfaced from the event.
Sure.
I sent you one earlier.
Yeah, let me find it.
These are the kind of people that you're dealing with. I've been arguing with people all day long, of course, like I usually do on Cleveland.com's Facebook page and everything else. Well, Marcus. Oh, homesick today, tested positive for COVID. I'll tell you what, man, I think I had it last week. I had it for like 2 weeks.
And I can't believe you didn't die.
I was literally sick for like just over about 2 weeks, solid.
How did you not pass away from such a deadly disease?
All right, well, now we're going to get banned on YouTube again. This is when our numbers were getting. But I couldn't smell for like 3 days, 4 days, and then, I literally could not stay awake. Like I was sitting at work, and I had to like lay back, and I had a fan on me because it's so hot in the studio, and I just sat there and I fell asleep like half a dozen times, like while I was working because I could not stay awake. I was so sick.
Yeah. May have had COVID.
I may have. I didn't test because
who cares? It's the flu.
Because it's like getting sick. Anything else? You get sick and you move on.
You get sick, you lay down, you take a nap, you're fine.
I asked the doctor, I said, what kind of symptoms or what should I do with the if I do have COVID? Well, you're just going to address the symptoms that you have. Take, stuff for a cough, take stuff for a sore throat, take stuff for whatever, and then it'll pass. I said, okay, thank you.
Couple of squirts of Afrin and some NyQuil.
That was good to go, man. But it sucked. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't
Of course
pretty.
It sucks.
It wasn't fun, but I do feel like 110,000% better today than I did all last week.
Well, that's good.
So, happy about that.
Yeah. Here's your guy, by the way.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, this guy was at one of the anti-Trump, no king rallies.
Yes.
Doing his civic duty to, protect us all in this great land of ours from King Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So, it looks like they have a little booth set up here. It kind of reminds me of the Lucy and the Peanuts series.
Right. You know what I find funny about this whole thing? And we'll play the video here in a second. But you know what's the most funny about this?
Yeah.
These are the same exact people that will scream a storm when you tell them that they've got TDS.
Oh, yeah.
When you say you've got Trump derangement syndrome, they're like, fuck you, that's not even a real thing.
Right.
And then you see this.
They think that they are perfectly sane people.
Yes.
That have no problems, no issues, and that we're the fucked up ones.
Yeah.
That we're the cult members. Mm-hmm. We want this country to go down. No, we want this country to actually succeed.
Yes.
So this is what we're dealing with on the left.
This is a person that does not have TDS.
No TDS here. Nothing to see here.
No TDS.
Okay.
We were just talking about this morning.
What a fucking loser.
This is what we're dealing with. These are the people that are out there among us, and like we see them every day, and they don't. They kind of blend in. They try to blend in, but I know this fucker. Fuck this guy. I will recognize this guy for the rest of my life.
I just love, but God forbid if you walk up to that guy immediately after he beat the Trump doll, he'll say, "I don't have TDS. What are you, an asshole?" He's totally deranged.
And yes, Habu, July 4th is the real No Kings rally. That's when we actually did, independence from real kings.
Yes.
Not the fake ones that they left. Play that again, please. I get my anxiety is lifted just by watching him.
We were just talking about it this morning.
No! Fat boy! Fat! No!
Now, was that at a No Kings rally, or was that the opening act at the Funny Stop on Thursday?
That's Mike Chistelka right there.
It's part of his act.
It's his entire act, right there. But yes, No Kings. Look at this. What is it? I don't even know what it says up there. Trump-induced anxiety help.
I think it's Trump-induced.
Therapy. Look at that. They even make up their cute little words.
Yeah. Free in desperate times.
It's so scary, man, that these people are actually out there.
Fucking idiots.
We, as Trump... Well, you're not a Trump guy.
I'm not a Trump guy.
But myself, as a Trump supporter, are out here supporting the country because we don't want to see, illegals raping, killing our own.
Right.
We don't want illegals here, period, because they're actually a drain on the economy and everything else. But whatever. I think New York spent something like $9 billion of taxpayer dollars. And that was a while ago that Mayor Adams gave that figure. $9 billion of taxpayer money on illegals, and that's one city alone, in their city. And yes, I don't want that. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry that I want stuff. I don't want to wave Mexican flags in America. I don't want to be burning the American flag in this country. On the day that we were celebrating not only Flag Day, but we were also celebrating the 250th birthday of our fantastic Army. And did you watch the parade?
No.
It was amazing. I mean, it had vehicles and servicemen in our uniforms from all periods from when it started.
I've actually marched in those parades. I don't need to watch them.
Well, that's fine. But I did, and it was spectacular. And it was a great honor to those men and women who have fought for our country.
Sure.
I mean, a great honor. And at the time that is going on, you got a fucker like this who's beating a Trump doll because he's a douche.
This idiot.
Welcome to the ultimate experience for hard rock and heavy metal fans. Introducing the CMS Locals VIP app, your #1 destination for all things on the CMS network. Dive into the classic metal show, Chris Akey Presents, Seth Williams Show, and more, all in one place. It's free to get started or elevate your experience with a subscription for just $4.99 a month. Go commercial free, get advanced releases, and enjoy exclusive bonus episodes. Plus, it's the prime spot to chat with like-minded fans who love raw, uncensored commentary. Are you ready to rock? Download from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS network, and join the community now. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to keep our shows with you every single day. Install the Locals.com app today and follow the CMS network.
I turned the sound out so we could talk over it.
Hey, look at this.
Dad, how old is this man? 60? 70?
again, while we're celebrating our armed forces and the Army, this guy's banging a fucking Trump doll up against a chair.
But let's not just brush up past him just because he's a lunatic. This is a guy with 60 to 70 years in this country.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is an adult male that's supposed to act like an adult. This is how this fucking idiot adults.
Who may have served.
He may have served. This guy's old enough to have served in the Korean War, probably.
Civil War.
Civil War.
It just makes me sick, dude. It really does. It makes me sick.
You will tax my tea. You will tax my tea.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance because I was working. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to look today because I saw some while I was working, but I didn't have a chance to pull any other videos. But I guarantee you on X or whatever, there's fucking video after video of these fucking morons, dude. I mean, they asked one kid who was at one of these rallies. He had a sign saying "No more tyranny."
Okay.
And then the guy who was interviewing him goes, "So, what does that mean?" Well, it means no more tyrannical leaders.
Right, thanks.
And the guy goes, "So, what exactly does that mean?" Well, I don't know. What has Trump done that is tyrannical? I don't know. I was just told to be here and hold the sign, and this is what I believe because, I don't want Trump, being a tyrant. It was the most comical thing you've ever seen in your life because this kid had no fucking clue what he was talking about. And I guarantee you a lot of those idiots out there protesting were the same way.
Yeah.
I got called out today by she's actually a friend. And, she's in the music business, I guess. More Live Nation business. Mm-hmm. And I like her. I like her a lot. I think she's a very nice lady. I'm not going to say her name or anything like that, but she called me out saying, "Why do you have to call people names when you say stuff on Facebook?" I said, "Why?" I was because if you look at the posts, look how many times I've been called a racist, a homophobe, a cult member, an asshole, stupid, retarded, and the list goes on and on. I said, well, I'm not going to sit back and let people just say that to me without firing back a little bit. I'm sorry. I mean, this is what I get called on a day-to-day basis. Why? Because I support the President of the United States. I was like, when Biden was in office, I made fun of Biden on the show all day long. Sure. But I never went on Facebook and said, "You're a fucking moron, you douchebag." I didn't do that.
Right.
I didn't sit there and argue and scream at people until people started criticizing the guy that I voted for because they are so childish, dude. One guy posted, "Well, he smells like pee." What are you, 12?
Who does? You do or Trump does? Oh, how do you know?
Well, that's what I said, but I mean, these people are nuts, dude. I got banned and kicked off of the WNIR Facebook page.
It's funny.
Why? Because I pointed out the false stories that some of these people kept posting.
Sure. And
so one of these idiots reported me, apparently, and I got banned.
You are no longer welcome to the Talk of Akron.
Oh, my God. What am I going to do now? Holy shit, dude. I think this show reaches more people than fucking WNIR does.
I'd say it did last Wednesday.
Yeah. Looks like we're back to reality, though.
Yeah, we're back to reality. Nobody's watching. We had a good moment.
We had one good day. Man, YouTube was cranking out the listeners that day. But
that's right. All right, check these guys out. This is what you were asking for, guys that have no idea why they're protesting. Yeah. Here you go.
Put your cowboy hat on, fucknuts.
I am at the No Ice protest here in Denver, Colorado, here at the state capitol.
Trump's a bitch.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. We don't like him. That's the word around here.
Any particular reason why you don't like him?
No clue at all. I'm just going with everybody else saying.
Just go with what everybody else
that guy. I mean, that guy is like the epitome of a typical fucking liberal, dude. Why here? I don't know. Well, because I was told not to like Trump. Well, that's what everybody else is saying. So I don't like
fun. Seemed like something cool to do, so I'm doing it.
I ain't working, so why not?
Hey, there's so many of these that ain't even funny.
All right, let's keep it. Yeah, I don't know. I can do this all day.
Here we go.
I'm a proud Mexican immigrant from Puebla, Mexico.
Fuck Donald Trump!
Yeah.
There's Tim Hernandez right there.
Janet Luis Guerra.
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Wait a second.
Would you say
Now, do you realize that idiot was sitting there saying, fuck Trump, the President of the United States, while he's holding a Mexican flag?
Yes.
Now,
In
you
our
know what
streets.
happens if you cross the border, you go over to Mexico, you're waving an American flag, and you say, fuck the President of Mexico, your ass is getting shot and dragged through the streets.
Yeah. Try it anywhere else.
Anywhere else but here.
Anywhere else but here. Maybe England. I think you can get away with it in
You
England.
might be able to get away with it over there. Might. Wait a second. But England is throwing people in jail for their Facebook
For their
posts.
Facebook post, yeah. Because Facebook is not policing the Donald Trump people.
So that guy is waving a Mexican flag saying
Yes.
fuck Trump on the
Right.
streets of the U.S. Have the balls, you bitch, to cross the border on south and try that in Mexico waving an American flag talking
Yeah.
shit about their president.
Start
Your
a
ass will
rally.
be shot. You
Start a
dumb
rally.
bastard.
And stop being a faggot hiding behind your mask.
Well,
Faggot bitches.
so there was two protesters that were actually on like the corner of Brecksville Road by where I live. On the Brecksville common area by the gazebo and stuff. They had signs that said abolish ICE.
Okay.
And so my wife and I were passing them, and at the same time, I knew I married the woman of my dreams because we both fucking flipped them off at the same time. And then I yelled out the window, "What the fuck are you wearing a mask for, you bitch?" And we went back 15 minutes later, they were gone.
Of course. You want more of these
Oh, I want to. Yeah, I want 'em all.
inspirational patriots?
Oh, yeah, they're patriots. I love them.
All right, here we go.
say any immigration law is an unjust law?
I'm for open borders, man. No people are illegal anyway. This is all our planet.
And do you think that would work out well for America to have open borders?
Whatever would happen, would happen.
Question, do you have locks on the doors of your house?
They don't really work.
I mean, if anybody came into your house, would you ask them to leave?
No, I'm done with this.
Y'all got your...
When you ask them a reasonable question, they can't answer it.
Well, because there's no reasonable answer to the question. That's the problem.
I don't get it. These idiots with masks in 2025. Yep, that's what's happening there, man.
Here's another patriot.
But seriously, you ask any liberal, do you have doors or locks on your doors? Well, of course.
Fuck you! I'm not talking to you, asshole.
Will you leave the doors open at night? Fuck you! I don't have to answer that
I'm
question.
not gonna answer that. You're an asshole.
What about other countries that have laws against immigration?
Yeah. I bet you wear a red hat all the time, don't you? Why are you asking me these questions?
I mean, it's so silly. I don't have a clue what the hell's going on. I don't know what day it is.
I know. All right, here's another fun character.
Helmets and masks. Are you expecting a feisty night?
Stay away from us.
No? You guys want to talk about what you expect tonight?
Don't speak to Zionists.
1, 2, 3, 2.
I wish I would have thought of the fuck Trump flag. You know how much money they've made off of those fuck
my
Trump
God.
flags?
Yeah.
What else could we make? What could we make fuck Trump just to make some quick money? Think we'd do okay with coffee cups?
Coffee cups would be good.
I think we should. I'm not even kidding. I will happily take these fools' money.
How about water bottles that they can throw at people?
Water bottles would be good too. Could we make a bag of cement
Yeah.
that says fuck Trump on it and
Fuck
add
Trump.
water to make it into a brick?
Fuck Trump bricks, dude.
Yeah. See, now we're talking.
We're getting somewhere.
See, we're looking. We started off looking at this as a negative. Now we're
Right.
starting to see some real positives.
Yes.
You know, look, this guy's got a wagon. How about a fuck Trump wagon?
People are so fucking silly. It is so funny.
I would love to do this.
At least, like, conservatives were a little bit discreet about it. They just came out with, like, the FJB hats or something like that. It wasn't just blatant fuck Joe Biden. They came out with FJB chants and all that kind of stuff, and it was good.
See, I'm for the bleed. I'll actually, this is going to fool you. I'm good with them saying what they think. I'd much rather know where and who my enemy is than have them keeping it hidden. I like knowing as I walk down the street that this is the guy whose teeth I should kick in if he even walks close to me.
Okay, speaking of
like knowing that.
Right. Speaking of a guy whose teeth I probably want to kick in.
Yes. John
Drake checks in. If you have to wear a mask to hide yourself at something like this, you have no real conviction in your cause because you're clearly too afraid to attach your name to the cause. Absolutely. Let's see what else he says here, though. You see that all the time with those white supremacy rallies. Almost every one of those assholes is hiding their identity. Just out of curiosity, John, how many white supremacy rallies are you attending? And what is the size of your hood?
What do you mean attending? John's hosting.
I was going to say, he just puts them on, dude, right?
You know his band, Brother Believe Me? You know what brother he wants? White brothers in arms. White brothers in hoods, baby. Brother Believe Me. The black people are bad. Just kidding, John. Maybe.
The only season tickets he has now are season tickets to white supremacy rallies. He gave up the Browns and go for all new color helmet. Yeah, thanks, John.
He plays pool with all cue balls. All right, here's more of these fun folks at the rally. Yeah. Yeah. Sucks a bag of dicks.
I mean, this is what Americans are supporting.
Yeah, this is what we have now. All right, here we go.
Hey, you became famous last time you talked to me. Do you remember that? If Trump just went after the criminals, would that change your mind?
I would say that if, there's a crime problem here with citizens, and most of the crime is committed by citizens. So I feel like that's not an argument we need to have right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. So even though he's going after some immigrants, some criminals, it's not the American criminals that we need to be conquering.
Yes. Yeah,
we need to let more criminals into the country and not do anything about it.
Let the illegal criminals stay here and get rid of the white ones, is what you're saying.
Great plan, Raggedy Ann. Jesus Christ. Nice glasses, cunt.
And again, I want to know, where were these fucking rallies when Obama was deporting 12 million fucking illegals that weren't criminals? Oh, by the way, I think it was like 2 million criminals, and then 10 million of your cooks, your dishwashers, your gardeners, and everyone else that the farmers are bitching about, that they want to keep their little handiwork going on and keep paying slave wages to people. Obama and Clinton took out a ton of those people.
You know
they
where
called
they were?
him the deporter in chief.
You know where they were? You know where all these people were? Minding their own business as they should have. Don't remind me that Obama did good stuff, but he did. Obama did some good stuff, and one of them was throwing out criminals.
Again, his nickname was the deporter in chief.
Yes.
What the fuck, you people?
Doesn't matter. This is Trump, man.
That's it. I swear to God, I wish Trump would actually come out in support of oxygen, because this dumb fuck right here on the screen would stop breathing.
Come on, Raggedy Ann's doing well here. All right, here we go.
Man, the only one of them who's not wearing a mask was the leader guy. And that was because he was very prominently displaying a huge gun on his hip.
Good. That sounds even better to me. If you're going to go out to one of these rallies, look like you got a purpose. Look like you mean business.
I'm trying to decide whether I'd fuck her or not.
Her?
I think I would. Yeah.
Might have to push her dick out of the way.
I would write Trump all over my cock.
Spray Trump and cum on her face. Big T on the top of her head.
And next, all right, go ahead. What do we got?
Pour that cum right into her hair and then make it look like Trump's.
This will be on the radio Sunday morning. This will be on Church Sunday morning.
Yes. Praise Jesus and bring on the porn. All right, here we go.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the name Laken Riley?
No.
Of course,
She's a young lady in college that was murdered by an illegal immigrant. Do you think he should be deported?
I am not privy to any of this information, and I appreciate your time, but I'm going to stop this interview right now. Thank you.
What brings you out here today? What gets you fired up?
All right, I think this is a Harvard graduate.
Yes, I believe so.
Runs a major Fortune 50 company.
He's the CEO
Obviously.
of something. Yes, he was
Obviously, this is the CEO of Chase Bank.
Look at him. Oh, that's great. Yeah, he's
and I wanted to talk because I look like the CEO of Chase Bank, too.
He literally marched right out of the streets of New York City, Broadway area, and the Trump Tower. And he is a legitimate human being.
Yeah. For any of my wrestling people, this guy looks like Mark Briscoe. Let me find me a Mark Briscoe picture real quick. We gotta see if this works. Mark Briscoe. See if they look the same. They do look the same. You are not going to believe how accurate I am on this one. So here's this guy. Maybe it is Mark Briscoe. And here is Mark Briscoe.
I think Mark Briscoe has a slightly better body than.
Yes.
But yeah, so face-wise, he is absolutely a dead ringer.
He is Mark Briscoe. Where did Mark Briscoe go? There were the other guy. Where'd you go, dude? There he is. Share.
There he is.
Not sure that I hit the right one. This might be a wrestling video for all I know. All right, here we go.
Trump's doing.
To be honest, the main reason I'm out here is to stand on indigenous treaty rights. This land isn't even America to begin with. They broke every treaty that ever gave them any right to be here, and now they're mistreating the indigenous people of this land and calling them immigrants. These people aren't immigrants. Venezuelans aren't immigrants. They've been traveling up and down this continent since the beginning of time.
What's the cutoff, bro? I mean, seriously, what's the cutoff? I know y'all hate Columbus, but that was 1492.
Yes. Hello.
That was 600 years ago or whatever. 525 years ago, and you're still complaining about some change in law from 500 years ago.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know what day it is either, dude. I mean, he's still smoking he's still smoking whatever's coming up out of the ground. So yes, he does believe in the indigenous people. He's smoking the peyote of the indigenous people.
You know what? I really hate the Catholics because what they did during the Crusades was absolutely uncalled for. What the fuck? You know who's a real piece of shit? Those Egyptians, man. The way they used slave labor to build those pyramids. Fuck them. How far back in history do you want to go, you asswipe? Jesus Christ, 500 years?
People are just absolutely crazy.
All right, let's go back to Chief J Strongbow here. This episode of the CMS Network is brought to you by our sponsor, Blackout Coffee. If you are a coffee lover, you will love what they are selling over at Blackout Coffee. Make sure you get yourself some. The only thing woke about this company is the drinker of the coffee because it gives you quite a jolt. I am a personal fan of the Brutal Awakening Dark Roast, but everybody's a little bit different. Make sure you get what is your favorite today. Go to blackoutcoffee.com use the promo code CHRIA20 to save 20% on your first order. It's that simple. So one more time, blackoutcoffee.com. That is the link, or use the full link if you're going to shop around. That is scrolling on the bottom, and get yourself some of the best coffee that is out there today. Blackoutcoffee.com.
Period. Would you like to see just like totally open borders then? Like open borders?
I would like to see people back in connection with the earth, living in harmony with one another, and we don't need borders, we don't need a government, we don't need nothing, man.
We don't need borders, a government, or nothing, man. We don't need nothing.
Dude, it is shocking. What does he do at night? Like, what does he do to make a living?
This guy?
Yeah.
Sharpens arrowheads? I don't know.
I mean, seriously, look at him. Do you think he has a job, like something that he goes to on a day-to-day basis? He might work at the weed shop down the street from me. Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, this guy, first of all, the weed shops are way more professional than this guy could get a job at these days. Second, this guy looks like, he literally looks like every single fucking stoner rock band guy I know. That's what he probably does at night. Remember when we watched that Lifers movie?
Oh, yeah.
This guy could play drums for any one of those bands. Yeah, good point, Jim. Good point. What does he do? He sells drugs on the street. Probably true. Dude, peyote will just make you free. It'll just make your life free, man. Ugh, what an idiot.
I would hear more of him, though.
All right, here we go.
I can't help but hear this guy.
The ancestors didn't need it, no matter what color. The government, like,
the government. Oh, this fucking guy is going to make me scream. The Indians that you are so proudly saying were ripped from their land, are you going to tell me that there was not a such thing as Indian Council? Are you going to tell me that there weren't Indian chiefs and people that did the enforcement for those chiefs? Do you know anything about the people that you're fucking praising, dickwad?
Dude, he has a doctorate.
They had their own government.
He has a doctorate in history, can't you tell?
I can tell. I mean, what the hell? Good Lord, dude. We don't need any laws. No laws, no rules. All right, here we go.
You're a real limited government guy.
yeah.
Oh, all right. Jeff Hunt, 710K in U.S., right in the middle of the No Ice Parade.
Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome.
What are you here for? I'm going to call the police. Oh, okay.
Immigrants are
Yeah,
welcome.
you're going to get brought up on assault charges.
Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear.
Hey, don't talk to him. You're going to ruin the image.
That little skinny fuck is going to be the badass?
Yeah, dude. I could watch these videos all day long.
But this is the guy that's going to be the badass?
Oh, yeah,
this guy?
Yeah.
You know why he walked up to that reporter? Because he's a little scrawny fuck.
Yeah, dude. If I took my leg off, I could still beat that guy's ass.
Do you think this guy walks up on me?
No.
This guy walks up on me. He's half that size when I snap him in half. Fucking bitch. I love these fucking false tough guys. Walk up on little guys. Come on, fucky.
I'm still getting bashed on face. I just got called Trump. They called Trump a pedophile and said that I'm a pedophile too because I like Trump.
Sympathizer.
Last I checked, Trump wasn't the one that was showering with little girls. It was Joe Biden.
Sniffing their hair.
Trump, but whatever. People are fucking... They're all insane, dude. They really are.
I know. Chief Homeless. I think it's Chief I'ma be homeless when Trump has his way.
Yeah.
Good point, Sipes. Good point. CEO from $1 billion company. There you go.
He has a doctorate in heroin.
These guys are a trip, man.
I've been seeing these videos all over the place today. They're entertaining, if nothing else.
Right.
But once again, they accomplished absolutely nothing. And, I don't feel bad for them. I keep telling them, just enjoy the next 3.5 years.
Yeah.
You know when the time the protest was? November 5th.
Yeah.
November 5th was your opportunity. Was your opportunity to take to the streets. All you liberal dumb fucks. Your opportunity was November 5th to walk to your polls in unison, marching together, and vote for somebody other than Donald Trump. You had your chance. You lost.
Yeah, you didn't do it. Sorry.
And it wasn't stolen from you. There weren't polls that were shut down in the middle of the night. Everything was being watched more heavily than ever.
Mm-hmm.
You had a chance. You failed. Get over it.
Yeah, we sucked it up for your 4 years of your fucking brain dead guy.
And I wasn't happy about it.
So deal with it. This is our brain dead guy, if that's how you think. Still got 4 years, so fuck off. No matter what you think of the guy. You don't have to like him. You don't even have to think he's smart. But he is your fucking president. Period. Just like Obama was my president, as unfortunate as that was.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about painful? That was every day waking up looking to break someone's fucking skull.
I mean, Obama's the one that started the divisiveness as it is. He's the one that started the divisiveness with the police.
Mm-hmm.
He had people hating cops. He had people ambushing cops. I don't know, whatever. I mean, I laughed at these protests.
Oh, I did too.
These people are really angry. I mean, they're really, really angry. And over what? Dude, it's an election. It happens every 4 years. Get over it. Yeah. Maybe you're angry because your party is so fucking shitty and you have nothing to stand on. Your party enjoys watching men play women's sports and beat up on women. Your party enjoys watching illegals pour into our country and take your jobs and do things that are like murder and rape our kids. I mean, your party enjoys watching drag queens and parade down streets and give stickers to children. And your party enjoys watching our children choose their own gender. The fuck are you?
Well, the thing that's crazy to me is they've got all this energy to go and march and blah, 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 and protest and wear their little masks and, have their little beat-down booths and all this shit. Why not just use that same energy to leave?
Oh, yes. You don't have to stay here.
Yeah. Instead of protesting, go to the place that's fucking heaven. Go to Spain. Go to Mexico.
Rosie O'Donnell took off to Ireland. From what I hear, they don't even like her there.
Of course not. She's still a fucking cunt.
And she doesn't even like it. Get the fuck out.
But go ahead, move. Ain't no one stopping you.
Just like I could have moved if I wanted to when Biden was in office.
Yeah. So many of you promised to move once Trump got voted. No, you're all still here except about 4.
I didn't like Biden's policies. I didn't like any of them. There wasn't one that I fucking liked. But I do a show, so I'm allowed to bitch about it on the show. But you know what I did? Otherwise, I had to put up with it. I didn't march in the streets with fucking signs saying
on Facebook,
get rid of this guy. I didn't even do that much.
Right.
Because what the fuck good is it going to do me? The only thing I do now is yell at people that are bitching about Trump on Facebook. Because, again, it does nothing. It's not going to help you.
Huh.
It does nothing. You accomplished nothing. Over the weekend, he did nothing. Some guy sent me a message going, yeah, your president's parade is all fucked up and his birthday was all bad because he's protesting.
Was it?
I said, no, it wasn't. The parade was great. Trump looked like he had a great time. Everybody else that was watching it had a great time. The patriotic people, the ones that actually care about the country. Yeah. We enjoyed it. It didn't ruin anything. In fact, we're laughing at you. You're a joke to us.
Didn't ruin nothing to me. I didn't even pay attention. I was like, I'm out of here. Hey, he's right. It does nothing as well.
I didn't say it did. But I'm not bitching about Biden. I wasn't bitching about Biden on Facebook. People post lies about our president. I'm going to go back at him. So what? And I'm banned anyway, so what am I going to do? Can't argue now. Well, whatever, dude. They could march all day for the rest of the next 4 years, dude. And it's not going to do anything. All you're going to do is waste your time. And they don't have any money, so they're not wasting money, I guess. The signs are provided for them. Look, Bob went out to one. It was already done by the time they got there. And then there was another one. There was like 3 people, dude. Hey, okay, downtown Cleveland had a few hundred people. And?
Yeah, great.
Okay, so you had a few hundred people. Out of what? 400,000 downtown people? You had 400 people, okay? What did you accomplish? Nothing. Nothing. You're not going to accomplish anything.
Here you go. Baby that got tear gassed. Thoughts? I have a thought. How about you don't bring your fucking baby to a protest?
Well, exactly.
How about that?
How stupid are you?
Yeah. How about that, Mom?
Mom of the year.
How about you don't bring your fucking, what is that kid, 2? How about you don't bring your 2-year-old to a fucking potentially violent protest? You dumb bitch. They should just take the kid. That's one kid we should keep. We should keep him in the country because we take him for fucking child endangerment. Stupid bitch mom. And send her back. Holy shit.
I mean, why would you do that?
Why would you bring a baby?
Why would you take a baby, to a protest?
Baby.
Where you know that there's cops, you know that this shit's going on, you know that there's tear gas. You brought a baby.
That's right.
She should be arrested immediately.
Immediately.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.
Looking to sell your car quickly and for top dollar? At buyyourcars.net, we make it easy. Whether your vehicle is new, used, or even damaged, we'll buy it in any condition. Fast offers, quick cash, and hassle-free transactions. What more could you ask for? Just visit buyyourcars.net, enter your vehicle information, and get a fast offer within minutes. Ready to sell? Call us today at 770-815-0342 or fill out the contact form at buyyourcars.net. Get cash fast for your car the easy way. Buyyourcars.net. Selling your car has never been easier.